reflecting on our, our conversation today and the amount of work that your law firm does to be able to get the type of result that you get for your clients. I mean, it's a huge time investment, and there's a lot of expertise that goes behind it. And I can see it becoming very, very expensive. And I think that's a concern that a lot of people have. Is like, how much is this going to cost me? Is this going to, am I going to go bankrupt trying to sue my insurance company? But Cleaner Law does everything on a contingency fee. Could you explain what a contingency fee is, how it operates in car wreck cases, and what financial considerations clients should consider or be aware of when hiring an attorney?
Absolutely. So you're exactly right. Cases can cost six figures if you go into litigation, and very often do. And the rules of ethics in a lot of states require us to work on a contingency fee basis because that makes us free to you. And it makes us not get paid a penny for our work unless and until we get you paid, which is really important. It puts you, the injured person, first. What I think the misnomer is that people think, well, on a contingency fee, you take my settlement and you give me what's left over. And that's a myth that's actually perpetuated by the insurance company to save themselves money, because they know that if you hire an attorney, it's going to cost them more. They don't want you to hire an attorney. They want you to think that we're going to take your whole settlement and leave you with nothing. We make the insurance company pay our costs and our fees and pay you. That's how a contingency fee works, and that's how Cleaner Law works. It's a part of the entire settlement negotiation process. At least at our firm it is. And we're fully transparent. Before we accept an offer on your behalf, you see the full breakdown of how much goes to your doctors, how much goes to us, and most importantly, how much goes to you. Because this is a serious business. We're talking large sums of money, and money that's owed to you, not to your doctors, not to an insurance company, not to an attorney. So the major takeaway is that we make them pay for what they caused, all of it. That includes the cost of hiring an attorney.
Yeah. Most people, and I like what you just said, because like you in your demand package, right, what you're asking for, you add on your price in there and have them pay it. So it's really, it's like you're paying for yourself, essentially.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think people realize. I mean, look, like anything else, an insurance company is a business. Their goal is to make money. The way that they make money is by paying out as little. They want you to pay your premiums every month, but they want to pay you as little as possible when it comes to, giving you your settlement, right?
We always say our job is to collect premiums, not to write checks.
Yes, exactly. And, if someone is going to offer, and I can see how they would use, because I know a lot of attorneys will charge a third or sometimes as high as 40% now as their contingency fee. But if they're going to offer you $2,500, or $5,000 for a settlement, that's not going to take care of your medical bills. It's not going to take care of your injuries. They just want to get you. They want you to settle quick. That way, any additional obligation is just gone. If they can get you to settle right away for less, even if the attorney takes a third or even 40%, if an attorney is able to get you $50,000, right?
Yeah.
Even with their 30%, that's substantially more than what they would give you at 100%. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's why I say that the stats show that you get 3 times more when you hire an attorney for your overall settlement. I would argue that it's higher. We keep up with the market values of these cases. Again, we know what juries are giving for these cases. We know what insurance companies are giving for these cases to people who have attorneys, who don't have attorneys. I've got spreadsheets for days on this stuff. Yeah. But all of that is important because we know that's the basement dollar. That's the bottom dollar amount that we're going to push the insurance company for. But if I've only gotten you the market value of your case, I've failed. I've got to push further than that market value because you and your individual case and the work that you've put in to get better and to heal from what happened to you is worth so much more than the market value. But you don't have that at your disposal, and the insurance company is not going to hand it to you. Their job, like you said, is to offer you $500 here, $2,500 there, and be done and close the claim.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people make the mistake of just accepting what the insurance company offers them. I've made that mistake. I got into just a little fender bender. I mean, I was okay. Um, and, they assumed responsibility. They said they're going to pay me. I'm like, I don't need an attorney. And, I think they gave me like $3,500 for my car to get repaired. And, of course, they suggested I go and use one of the car repair shops within their network. I go there, they make the repairs. I've already collected my money. Um, and 3 or 4 months later, I keep having issues with the car that is a result of the accident, right? It's things that the car repair shop was unable to diagnose and repair, but it's a direct response of that car accident. And of course, I can't go back and
Yeah,
collect money,
right.
And so, I just wish I would have known better. And I think that stat that you gave, that on average, an attorney is going to get you 3 times more than what, the insurance is going to give you without an attorney. I think that's a pretty significant amount. I think that's something that is very compelling and is something that is worth considering
Well, here's
whenever you're in an accident.
Sure. Here's why. You talked about your vehicle and that, it got fixed, but it still had problems related to the collision. Imagine that that's your body.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that you go to the ER, you still got some pain. They tell you, you're fine. You go to your primary care and they say, give it 2 weeks and go to a few PT visits. And you do all that. And then you accept the offer from the insurance company. And then months later, you're still hurting. You're having to go home from work early or take longer breaks. You can't play with your kids. And lo and behold, you have a herniated disc or a bulging disc or a compression in your spine. All of these are major injuries that can become permanent if not treated and if not treated by specialists, but it's too late now. Now you're going to incur hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical bills, and there's going to be no one there to pay for it. Now you might have to have a surgery, and nobody's going to compensate you for that. Nobody's going to pay you for your time off work because you already settled with the insurance company, not knowing what your rights were. We are very careful to make sure that our clients don't settle too early. They make sure that they get all the medical care they need before we even give the first medical record to the insurance company, because we want them to have the full picture of what they owe our client before they even talk the first dollar.
Yeah, exactly.